Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Anyways, today's video is going to be earstour tips and tricks. So anyways, this is a picture of me at the earstour. Then I'm going to show you Taylor. So tip number one is delete any apps on your phone that are just taking up space. And then there's Taylor there in that picture slash video. Delete any apps that are taking up any like extra space on your phone, especially if you're just taking your phone in. Delete any apps. Also, if your phone can have an SD card, get an SD card that is for your phone. Recommend that if you can. But iPhones cannot take SD cards depending on what generation they are. I don't know if it's all iPhones, but mine could not because it's iPhone 13. So that would be my first tip. Delete any like photos that you don't need, like anything off your phone. Tip number two would be bring a clear bag into the stadium and fill it up with things that you think you will need. Also, it's just good to hold stuff. So some stuff that I put in here that I brought to the concert was Band-Aids. I took some stuff out. Hand sanitizer, your lip gloss, lipstick, and Kleenexes. So some stuff I would also, and then also I just had friendship bracelets. So, so one tip I have is for these bracelets. If you're going to keep your light up bracelet and the pull tab. So there's two tips in this. So I'd recommend you bring a little clear bag and put it in your bag if it has two pockets and a zipper pocket. So whenever you take them out, you can just put them all in here. Because I actually lost mine and I had to give my sisters them too because I went with them, and I brought a clear bag because I had one. So if for some reason you lose your pull tab, and just go to the Dollar Tree the next day, and then you can get one of those like light up things that make sure it just has a pull tab, and that's what's in here, and it'll still light up after, hopefully. Tip, I think that's 2 or 3, that might be 4. The next tip is, something I wish I would have brought would be like gum or some sort of candy, like hard candy, to make your breath smell good. Obviously in the flavor that you like. I don't like mint flavor, so yeah, I wish I would have had that because my sisters asked me for gum and I would have been a smart ideal. I'd also say bring a factory sealed water bottle if your stadium allows. Even if you don't think you'll drink it, just to have it. Or if you don't drink water unless it's cold, like super cold like me, because I don't like water if it's cold, I would say go to the like stand that has the food, like maybe in between, what if there's an opener on that you don't really care about seeing. Obviously you probably also want to see the openers, but or go in between whenever the openers are on. That is probably what I would do, is just go in between and go get them some. Also, like if you okay, this is about merch. I recommend you buy online, but if there is an exclusive thing that you want from the venue, from like that's there, I would check and see, because some locations will let you buy merch the day before. Like they'll open like the merch trucks the day before, or maybe 2 days before, I'm not sure. But I would just check and see, and then if you can get off work, if you don't have to work or whatever, I would go do that. Also, if you are staying at a hotel or something, because you don't live close enough to be able to get there in time, I recommend you live a day before so you don't get sorry about that, a tire, like you don't get something stuck in your tire and then have to get your tire changed. Then also I forgot to mention, I think in the story time video, yeah, we also had to get our core jumped after that too, but it was all good. We got there in time. Something I'd also recommend bringing sunscreen and some sort of sunglasses. Now, something that I'd recommend doing is bringing binder rings to clip on your bag with friendship bracelets on them, and then whenever you trade, you put the ones so that way your circulation doesn't get cut off, because I had to take some off. Then you put the ones that you want to keep in your bag if you have extra room in your bag. And that was from Amazon, that bag, if you were wondering. I definitely recommend bringing Kleenexes. And also I had a Tide marker in here. And also if you are bringing a camera, just make sure, I think I said that already. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, any other tips or tricks. Oh yeah, there is. For merch, I think I forgot to mention merch. Okay, if you, for some reason, you can't go the day before or whatever, and you have to go the same day as a concert, get into the first line you see that has merch. Just stand there, and also, if you have more than one person standing in line with you for merch, have someone stand and make sure, then have someone else go see and make sure they have what you want. And then also I would, okay, this is for more of like whoever's selling the merch or Taylor Swift's team. They need to have someone come out and say what sizes they have left if they've been like really busy and stuff that way, or like have like a megaphone to be like, well, especially like before the concert, and say we only have large left, so oh, I'm not a size large, or I don't want that size, I'm gonna go to the show and find my seat and stuff. And then for tickets, I recommend having tickets on every person's phone and then screenshotting a picture of them just in case like your Wi-Fi doesn't work or something like that. Okay, and then one other thing I also recommend is walkie-talkies, because in our stadium, we went to Arrowhead night 2. We had AT&T, and we were trying to communicate with each other through our phones, so that way we would know where everyone is or whatever. Yeah, and nothing was going through, unless probably you had T-Mobile, so I'd recommend walkie-talkies, for sure. Walkie-talkies. But I'd also make sure they are allowed with the stadium rules. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to get a drink. It's just water if you're wondering. Okay, and then, sorry about that. And then another thing that I'd recommend, but this is like before I go to the concert, leave minimum at least an hour early. I think we got there about 4:30, but we left about like from our hotel, it was about 20 minutes away. Part of this video, I meant to say I only like water to drink if it's super cold, and I said I misspoke whenever I said that earlier, so I'm sorry about that, you guys. This is still part of the video. So anyways, some of this stuff, make sure you leave at least an hour early at minimum. Okay, make sure you have a parking pass if you are gonna be in the parking lot. And make sure everyone, even if that you go with has some friendship bracelets to trade, even if it is just 5, or go to Walmart and just buy some to trade. If you can, if not, just buy some beads, even if they're not. I recommend that for sure. Oh yeah, and also for our stadium, I would say if you are taking an Uber, have a backup plan. Make sure you have a backup plan if you cannot get that Uber or like Lyft or taxi or cab. Have a backup plan, because in our stadium, our phones did not like work. So, okay, maybe your backup plan is you have a friend that lives 15 minutes away. Tell them to start coming at 11. Maybe like 10:45. Say, hey, I need you to meet me at 10:45. And then just like wherever you pick up and stuff outside and inside of the stadium, which that didn't affect me because we just parked in the parking lot. And just make sure everyone who goes with you has friendship bracelets. Yeah, and I think that's it. I don't know if I forgot something and you guys know something. Oh yeah, buy merch online. I recommend that if you don't want any of the exclusive like concert stuff. And also one other thing I'd recommend if you're gonna buy water or stuff, do that as soon as you get inside into your whatchamacallit. Find your seat, do that before you find your seat. Just get water and ice if you're gonna buy it from the venue, the place that they're having the concert at. Also, they might have like specialty cups. If you want that, you might as well buy it whenever you're in line as well, because they probably run out of those pretty quick too, because they had specialty cups at least at our stadium. A couple other tips and tricks that I forgot to mention is if you're doing a makeup look, test it out. At least do like a few times before, so you can make sure you get a great makeup look whenever you go there. And same with hair, because I wish I would have done that, so that way at least if you know if there's going to be problems with it, or what you need to do, what you need to like take up and take off, or like something like that. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, I would also recommend having like some markers in the car, so if you forget to draw like a 13 on your hand, if you want to, you don't have to. If you want to, just have like some Sharpie markers in the car or something that I can do that with, or make sure you just like leave your glitter in the car if you want, or just make sure you plan to be able to do that before. Probably also one other thing I would recommend, get ready like a half an hour earlier than you think you need to get ready. That way, like if something goes wrong, you can kind of plan that. Anything else that I forgot to mention, comment down below if there's anything that you guys would recommend to add to these tips and tricks for the Eras Tour concert. Oh yeah, probably one other thing I'd recommend if you get would be to bring some hair ties, like just in case like you want to. And also a hairbrush. I think my sister asked me for a hairbrush, but I did not have one. And then maybe like some like a little like perfume roller or like deodorant has a well. I'd recommend you bring that in your clear bag, and hopefully that all fits in your clear bag. And just make sure it's stadium approved clear bag. This is from Amazon, and I also have band-aids in here if I forgot to mention that. And I had a Tide marker, but we didn't end up using that because we really didn't eat anything at the venue. Also have snacks. One other, okay, bonus time. Make sure you watch this to the end. Have snacks in your car, especially if you're not going to get food at the stadium venue where they're having the concert. If you drive and are in the parking lot and your car's in the parking lot, make sure you have some snacks. Just, even if it's like just like a little bag of chips. And also I recommend you have your water bottle. Obviously this isn't a water bottle, but like your cup that like holds ice in it. Like water bottle or whatever. I had a water bottle with ice in it, and just pretty much ice and maybe a little bit of water in the car. It was cold whenever I got out. I'd recommend having that in the car as well. But if you are taking an Uber, obviously you cannot do that. But or like a taxi or something like that. But I would also recommend you have a backup plan just in case you can't get a hold of a taxi or something like that. One more tip slash trick, just to let you know, if somebody's standing in the merch line, you probably are going to miss both the openers, because my sister missed both the openers. And I missed one of the openers that I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see Gracie and Merck, so I kind of like saw her a little bit, just like peeked out, you know what I'm saying? But you can't do that for too long, because otherwise it'll kick you like out or whatever. So I recommend, if you know someone wants to see the openers, or if there's one opener that one person wants to see more than the other, and then let them go watch that opener while you're standing in the merch line, and then you can switch off. And then if you do not want to miss Taylor, then just tell the person that is in the merch line that you're not missing Taylor. That's all for tips and tricks for the Eras Tour. If I've missed anything that you guys think would be good or bad or whatever, just comment down below. Buy merch online if you don't want any of the exclusive stuff. But also, just so you know, they might not even have your size if you're buying the day that you're going to the concert by the time you get up to the line, because that happened to my sister. But she was like, I waited in the merch line for so long, I'm buying what I want, even though it's not at all in my size. It was super oversized. But one thing I also recommend, this is more for Taylor's like team and that handles the merch, because people are waiting in line for so long. Other than friendship bracelets, maybe they could give them like a little guitar pick or like a specialty bracelet, because you waited in the merch line for so long. My sister waited, I think, like an hour and a half. Pretty much we got in line, like we went to go just find our seats so that we would know where they are at. I recommend you go find your seats so that we know where they're at the stadium. So if for some reason you get lost, you guys can just say, if we lose each other, like if you're going with a group, we're just gonna be at our seats and before Taylor comes on. But my sister missed like the first song and like almost the first song, because she was waiting in the merch line for the one thing that she really wanted that was exclusive to the venue. She waited a long time, so they should have like a little something free if you're waiting in line for that long for everyone that comes through. But they'd probably run out of that, so, or like give it to every so often people. And I'm not maybe missing something, but I would just recommend, if you don't care about getting the exclusive merch, just buy it online, because they have pretty much everything besides exclusive concert merch online. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that you can think of? I can think of, I don't know. One other thing would be like, I don't know, if there's anything I missed, put in the comments down below. Thank you all for watching. Have a great, beautiful, wonderful day, and see ya.